Alright, so suppose that f of x is a polynomial function with real coefficients. If a and b are real numbers with b not equal to 0, then a plus bi is a 0 of f of x. Then its complex conjugate is a minus bi is also a 0. What does that mean? I did it in different colors. So I have a plus bi. And its conjugate, if you notice, the letters are exactly the same. The only difference is what? The math operation. So let me go through an example of what a conjugate is. So let's go back to conjugates you may have heard in the past. Something you've seen in your previous class. So a conjugate would apply to a problem like this. One over radical 3 minus radical 2. You learn that it's bad to have a radical sign in the denominator. In order to get rid of that, you have to multiply by its conjugate. So you basically take whatever in the denominator and repeat it. Everyone say repeat it.
Repeat it.
And the only thing that's going to change is the math operation. So the conjugate, that's a 3. The conjugate of radical 3 minus radical 2 is just radical 3 plus radical 2. Here's a second example. So we're just reviewing the idea of what a conjugate is. 3 minus 2i over negative 1 plus 4i. The conjugate in this problem is negative 1 minus 4i. And then I repeat it in the numerator. So it's essentially the same thing. The only thing I've changed is what, class? The signs. Okay, so the example I gave you was what? What was the example I gave you guys on the screen?
4i.
Okay, let's talk about 4i. Is 4i real or unreal? We call that what? We call that complex. Okay, so usually we write the real in front. So there's no number there, so you can put a 0. Its conjugate is what? Yeah, pay attention. 0 minus 4i. The real stays the same. The complex stays the same. You're changing the symbol. The reason why is when I multiply these binomials times the binomials, you'll get a difference of squares and you'll recognize that terms cancel. Same thing here. So this is an example of our complex conjugates. Now, when it says that they come in pairs, in today's lesson you're going to see that I'm just going to give you one of them. And you should pay attention that it's missing and you need to find it. Or I might give you this one and you need to find the other one.